Well, we've been just sitting here live for 9 seconds. The thing has been going, waiting for us, but we've been live for people to watch. There's no one watching yet. But welcome back, another Saturday night. Thank you to the Wellesley Applejacks for getting knocked out of the playoffs in 7 games, allowing me to be home on a Saturday night. Yeah, yeah. So we're here. We can talk cornhole. We can talk whatever we want. It's our show, right?
It is. Listen, it's Saturday.
It is the
Listen,
pre St. Patrick's Day Saturday.
my voice might be a little might come in and out a little bit, Doug. I've been sick most of this week, so I might have a little crackle in there, but don't worry, people. I'm still good to go.
You'll still talk. There's never a day where you will not talk.
Listen, I can still talk. It just might not be at the same volume that I usually can make it at.
Yes. So there's people. If you see me kind of start going around, there's a freaking fly just kind of hammering around here someplace, and it's just not fun. That's all I'll say. I'm gonna. You know what? Last couple of times I forgot to put that down below. I didn't do the other one I talked about us doing because I didn't get a chance to do it. But that's the deal. And so it's all the. Might as well. You've got your one big sponsor in the back.
That's my babies. That's my fam.
That's all I need. Michelle Hunter in the chat. She's been pre-drinking all day, waiting for this moment.
She had one of the most epic mugs on the Book of Face the other day. It was the greatest thing ever. I don't know because we're on YouTube and Facebook, we can't say one of the words.
Okay. Yeah.
But it was epic. If you want to see that mug, just go over to Michelle Hunter's page. But it is beautiful. Like, I feel that way every day.
Yeah, I think I'd seen it, but I can't remember.
You saw it. It was a really nice kind of like rainbowy mug.
Mm-hmm.
But it said something about F's and everything else.
Yes.
It was very nice.
Yeah. So, how other than this fly is going to drive me nuts. How was your week otherwise? I know you're saying you're a little under the weather, but
I was a little under the weather this week, but it was a good week, Doug. Got the bike out.
Okay. Yeah.
Early last week, and then as soon as the show ended and we went till 2 a.m. last week, it turned to my birthday, so it was a good day.
Yes, I was there, but then I had to bow out.
Well, it went very long. It went very, very long, Dougie.
Oh no, sorry, no, I would know down the 2 a.m. was the this one here didn't go to 2 a.m. I don't think.
I can't remember when it went to.
No, it was the week prior to that, where I had to work early in the morning, so I had to bow out, and we went to like 2 in the morning. That's when, I think there was Brucey, Matty King came in.
Oh yeah, that was the one Matty came in. The week after that, my big boss came in.
Your big boss showed up. Yeah, thinking it was just you and him. And surprise, there were more people than that.
He thought it was a late night chat, and it was a lot.
Candy was there. I was a little suspicious because Candy was in and out of the after show. She left, and all of a sudden, the boss came in.
Yes, the boss showed up, and we had a long talk, and it was a great time.
It was a lot of fun.
I love that man. But hey, Candy Girl, hey Andrew Spencer, what's going on? It's been a good week, Doug. Because the bike's out, so now I have my therapy, so I can kind of cruise around. I'm trying to figure out what to do with it because I want to take it to a big tournament, Doug. I want to take it to a tournament that's at least 6 to 8 hours away from the house.
Okay.
So, I'm thinking, maybe somewhere in the Toronto area or, maybe somewhere down kind of south of me. But I want to go on the bike as a cornhole adventure.
Okay.
Hook up the GoPro, do a little video, play some cornhole, and Newfoundland's listen, it's Newfoundland. Listen, I'm going to make you all angry again, but it's it's pretty far for me to get there. For me to get there, it is a minimum. If I go by land, it's 24 hours. And then cutting around other places, I think I can get it down to what, 18, Doug? I think we figured out something like that.
Well, it depends on which ferry you're taking. I'm going to say, hey to Mr. Steve Gibson. I heard he had a good tournament in Peterborough today. So,
is that Gibby?
That's Gibby. Yep. Big F you, Gibby.
F you, Gibby.
Yes.
Ride to Toronto and fly with Doug. Yeah. I want to just go there, go someplace where I can go. Listen, I already do my pilgrimage down to West Georgia.
Yep.
This year going to Carrollton. It's literally, I think 10 to 12 miles from the actual site of Titan Bags, West Georgia. Beautiful fairgrounds, great vendors this year. But I want to go someplace else that I haven't been to yet. And I've come to Toronto a lot, but I went to Toronto before I knew you. We've gotten to hang out. We hung out in Niagara. Yep. We hung out in Quebec, but we haven't hung out in your backyard.
No, you've not come here yet. No. And I haven't gone there yet, which I need to go there. But we know that there was another friend of yours is hanging out around you right now.
Yes. So one of my best friends is here. And when you sent me the picture, I sent her a message and I said, hey, you're in my city and didn't tell me? She goes, I told you 3 weeks ago. And I'm
speaking of that there, it is Amanda Oakley, ACL Canada Pro from Newfoundland. I was there when she told you.
Listen, it was a night that maybe I had 2, 3, 7 adult beverages. I don't remember. If Candy can tell you in the chat, I might have had a pizza box around my neck. I don't know. Yeah. Listen, those nights get really, really long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a footy. What's a footy good partner?
He's I believe he had Mike Foot as a partner.
Oh, okay.
So footy, yeah. So and then now we're seeing one of the other ACL Canada pros from Newfoundland, Derek Barrett, is now in the chat, which he may have made Dion Kuza a bit jealous today. Because you weren't at Worlds last year. Dion Kuza kind of got a bit of a man crush on Mr. Tanner Halbert last year. Because they partnered up in a blind draw.
Listen, Tanner's a different man.
Then all we heard from Dion was just about Tanner Halbert, and even I think Kat even got a little nervous. I talked to her, and she was like, "Yeah, he was kind of like all over Tanner." So Derek down in Florida today, he got to meet up with Tanner, got to play a tournament with Tanner.
Well, he actually got to play with some killers.
Yeah, well, he played against Tanner. All I seen was the score was 15-0 for Derek, and then Derek said he will not talk about the finish.
But he played in the tournament he was at. Yes. There was Tanner Halbert.
Yep.
Tanner's brother-in-law. Well,
let me run down the top. What is it here? The top 13, I guess it goes there, but that's just because it was the people there. Number 1 in the tournament, finished first. Kyle Malone.
Who?
Yep. Donovan Sinelli was second. Third, Chris Kingsbury.
Who?
Exactly. Tanner Halbert.
Who?
Jordan Canva, fifth.
Who?
We had Jesus, my eyes absolutely suck.
Braden
Patterson tied for fifth. Riley McCraig was seventh. Derek Barrett tied for seventh.
I believe there's a young lady just a couple spots underneath him, which is the one of the bestest women's players in the world.
Exactly. Cheyenne Bubenheim. Derek finished ahead of Cheyenne.
He got I believe he got 2 more points than she did.
I think so.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, listen, and to go down there and play and to finish that high, that's a great job for Derek. I mean, because that is a tough crowd to play against in a regional or conference, whatever they were playing down there. That's a tough one to kind of go against.
I would never play in any type of regional tournament in a top division in Florida. I wouldn't even attempt it.
Listen, Once I get past the Mason-Dixon line is where I stop playing.
I don't even sure if I want to play intermediate down there. Like it's
Well, there's some players down there, Doug. I've talked about this in the past. There's some players down there that technically could play like intermediate down there because they have
yep.
no ACL stats that are straight up killers in tournaments off to the side.
I remember this tournament right here, 2018, down in Cherokee. My partner Corey and I playing a 12-year-old Luke Johnson, and just having our asses handed to us in that game.
Listen, there's some crazy players down there. I mean, I know Scotty Gore posted a picture the other day of the Gore twins, like from like I think it was like maybe 5 or 6 years ago when they were just like little kids and still making people cry.
Yeah,
And I'm like, really? I don't want to play them. I don't want to play them then. I don't want to play them now because some of these kids coming up are just crazy.
yeah. And it seems like there's always somebody new from Florida coming up, and it's just
Well, the thing with it is too down there. I mean, once you get down that low in the States, I mean, the weather's perfect, right? So, for you or me, a good day is 45, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't do Celsius, kids. The only Celsius I do is in the can. All right. That's in Celsius. If you want to be our sponsor, just call us up, me or Doug. But I do like 45 degrees for me is like shorts weather. Like I'm all
yeah,
in. And, down there, when you've got, you're averaging, between 50 and 60 degrees most of the year, I mean, you can throw outside all day, every day. And, depending if you play in the morning, or if you play in the afternoon or the evening, you can pretty much almost get every season in there, right? You get a little dew on the
yeah.
boards in the morning, little heat on the boards in the afternoon, maybe the boards cool down a little at night. So you learn how to play in, many, many conditions. Like Candy says, it was beautiful today. But Candy, you guys played in the hideaway all day. You were locked in the building.
Then speaking of Florida, we always used to watch Noah Wooten practice when he was living with Matt Sorrells there, throwing on the dock. Like that's where you've got to really learn to keep it dead center. Because if you're throwing off the board, you're throwing off the dock.
Listen, I would have had to have a snorkel every time I threw a bag because I'd have to go down and get it off that dock. Because between either kicking off the side of the board or kicking off the back, I would have had to have a bucket of bags and a dryer like plugged in at the dock.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I think he threw one of his best rounds ever on that dock in Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was something like, I want to say it was like almost 100 or 101 in, like some crazy stat when he was on that dock one time.
Mm-hmm.
But listen, I could throw one in and I'm done.
Yeah, I can throw one in and I'll be happy.
Listen, Doug, we're not here to throw bags.
Well, if people go to my TikTok, they got to see me throw a pretty sweet airmail after the person I was throwing against had a foot fault. Actually walked almost down to the other board. Go to TikTok, you can see that. It was
listen, that guy's not that good.
Well, and the funny thing is, I set that camera up because we had it going for it's like a 6-minute long video because I threw up there just because I may make a shot or two, right? So I just wanted to have some B-roll of me actually putting bags in, and then he goes and does that, and it was just he totally forgot about the camera being there with how he is and
listen, we shot great in Quebec together until we broke out the Jekyll and Slide 5.0s.
We did, yeah. It was
yeah. We listen. We had to break them out. We had fun, but listen, we're not there to win championships. We're there to win the hearts and minds of the people, Doug.
Exactly. Yeah. I am not going to win another tournament, but it's just have to help people along. That's all I need to do.
Listen, we just need to pick up the community because there's another podcast out there and they're not that good.
No. No.
No, nobody
But
likes.
speaking of that, I just got something.
What you get?
Just got something. Just got another video. Another video come in.
Oh, is there another video from my
Another,
friend,
there's another video.
my Nifflins?
Right here.
All right, make sure you turn the volume on.
Well, the volume is on for this one. Here, let me get to it here.
Wait a minute, is that chicken place that I'm supposed to go to?
That's Mary Brown's.
Hey, Donnie McPhee, you need to come to Newfoundland Open because it's the home of Mary Brown's, and you need to support those who support me. And I need to take that jersey so I can be like Derek Barrett and wear the prettiest face in cornhole. Hey.
I love it.
Get him. He wants you to go to Mary Brown's.
What is Mary Brown's? What is that?
That's Mary Brown's tonight. It's Mary Brown's tonight.
I like that. Like it's like a little box lunch. What do we got going on there, Dougie?
It's chicken.
Oh,
very, very good chicken.
Is that a square chicken or is that just the way
No,
that? Oh, okay. I thought it was like some socially engineered chicken there. Oh my god.
No.
Listen,
I just happen to have a Mary Brown's just up the street from me as well.
I'm getting a lot of pressure from my friends from Newfoundland.
Yep.
I think they want to screech me in.
You know what? I would probably even screech myself in again because I just want the piece of bologna and the drink. That's all I want.
Listen, honestly,
Andrew says best legs in town because he works there, so he's going to say that.
Oh, is that where Andrew works?
That's what. Yes. Yeah.
No, it sounds like a great place. So, what are your sides there? What do you get?
You can get taters, which are I may even have a couple left here.
Are they like the wedges, or are they like a tater?
Yeah, they're like wedges. Yep, they're wedges.
Oh,
yep. Or you can get fries.
no, I like the wedges. The wedges. Oh yes, I'm in. I'm completely in right there. A little seasoned wedge.
And you get coleslaw with it.
All right. Listen, little chicken, little seasoned wedges, little ketchup on there, and then maybe some coleslaw. Listen, that's great. Oh, taters and gravy, even tater poutine. There you go.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I see that there. Yeah.
Listen, you know what?
I had gravy, but I finished it.
I may have to rearrange my schedule a bit here.
Yeah, I think
I might need to make it work out, but we'll see what happens. But if not, I still if I cannot make it there for the open, I would much rather make it there for, like one of their big kind of blind draws and just hang out.
Yes.
Candy says, come to Bag and Match and she'll make us some Southern Fried Chicken. There we go. Candy, come hell or high water, I am making it to Bag and Match because I already have, if I cannot get there with the RV, I already know I have a couch that I can sleep on. I've already been told that I can sleep on someone's couch because my two bestest friends said I have some room there.
Well, if I had more time to take off, I would stop by to you with the camper and then we could drive down. But I don't have that much time off to take.
Well, but that's the hard time, Doug. Right? You and me talk about this all the time. Like between like family and everything else. She said, "I'll let you have my bed with Bruce." But that's the hard part is like with our real jobs because cornhole takes care of us but doesn't support all the bills. At the same time, we still need to have real jobs, and with real jobs comes real responsibility. So, between time off with the family, time off with cornhole, it kind of cuts into a little bit of everything there. So it makes it a little tougher.
Yeah, because I know for me, I'm gonna have to work some extra overtime to kind of bank up some time to be able to take off the amount of days I do need to take off.
So do you get vacation time based off hours worked, or do you get vacation time based on time served?
Time served.
Okay, so time served. So it's based on how long you've been there, right?
Yep.
Like right now, I get I've been with my company for about 12 years now. So I think I get like 4.5, almost 5 weeks.
Yeah, I think I'm getting 5.
But the hard part is you take 2 days here, 2 days there, 3 days here, 4 days there. You know what I mean? You stretch out some long weekends. By the time you get halfway through the year, you only have like 2 weeks left.
And for me, it goes by your start date is when it renews. So I took up 10 days for Worlds already, right? Of
Yeah.
those 5 weeks. So
Yeah, mine's kind of the same, but ours goes kind of month to month based on, years of service.
yeah,
And at the same time, I think I take like 7 days for Spencer's because I kind of stack it on either end so I can, recuperate, right? And then I don't know if you have February vacation with the kids. Like I do every February we get a week off with the kids because that's their winter break.
yeah, we just had it last week here.
Yeah, so ours is usually second or third week of February. I take that off because that's where I usually go skiing with the kids. If you remember a couple of years ago, I went down to Pennsylvania, and we've done some other. And this year, me and my son just did some day trips. So there's 1 week burned right there, and then I have bike week. Bike week in June in New Hampshire. That's another 5 days right there with 2 days off between it. So, right there, you're already kind of halfway through all your vacation after you do those 2 trips. And then I have Bag and Bash, which is another 3 to 4 days, kind of traveling there, traveling back. And then some of the other stuff that I do with the recording, it makes it a little harder.
Yep. I'm gonna say hi to Trev Symmetry watching over on the YouTube side, the fabulous producer of the Sunday Night Hang over on YouTube. That's my cousin's show.
Here's the thing. Here's the one thing I love about the Sunday show is I know absolutely nothing about guitars.
Nothing.
And I've got on there a couple times to just ask questions about, because I'm all about, like, to me, guitars are like art, right?
Yep.
And, I ask questions, and to me, after I ask them, I think they're the dumbest thing ever. But they've never made me feel dumb about the stupid questions I ask because they're just like, this is great. Yeah, here, whatever. This is how it is. But like honestly, Trev, thank you very much for welcoming me into your guitar.
I like when I go on the show, it turns into cornhole questions. That I start asking cornhole questions.
Well,
I know Ben hates it, but if you watch on the Monday show for my cousin Ben's show, the Connects with Guitar show, Trev is the one who does all the album covers. That scours the internet for the rare and unusual album covers.
and dude, I saw it this week because I popped in a little bit there. I saw you there. Trev went deep.
There's a lot of Skullet album covers. A lot of people with bald on the top and the mullet on the back.
Yeah, but he went into some serious like Eastern European like deep album art. Like I was like, oh my god, where did he find this? Is the scariest thing ever. Like
And I don't know how there's so many gospel albums that are also a little questionable.
No, but if you really boil it down, Doug, it's kind gospel and blues are kind of like the baseline of music, right? When you really
Yep.
think about it, right? Which made mainstream music. And when you look at that, everybody wanted to have, because we're a little older, where I'm past the century mark. I'm closer to 100 now than I am to 1. And like everybody wanted a gospel album 20, 30, 40 years ago, right?
Mhm.
Like Elvis put out like I think 2 or 3 gospel albums.
Well, I'm just saying the album titles.
Oh no, some of those album titles were way out in left field.
Oh yeah.
So especially the I don't know if this is the correct term, so don't try to cancel me. The little person that like had the album, like
Yeah.
that was a little creepy.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little more like poltergeist-y. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was scary.
Yep. But
All right.
yeah.
I won't say
So-
more. Get cancels.
Another tournament that happened. I talked. Steve was in it. Gibson was over in Peterborough. They had their St. Patrick's Day tournament. Which, if you're in Ontario, you have to go to one of Adam's tournaments. Adam and Nicole Hubbard run some of the best tournaments ever. With Peterborough Cornhole, they had their St. Patrick's Day tournament and a couple non-pros, but I'm not going to say that I'm surprised that they won doubles together. Being Chris Shire finished, he made the semifinals of the pro division as a non-pro, as a qualifier in Drummondville, which he's been on my live feeds many times. But he was partnered up with the guy who went the farthest in the winner's side of the bracket in the open singles. Ended up finishing 7th. Paul Aiken. So Paul Aiken, Chris Shire take down the open doubles portion of the St. Patrick's Day tournament in Peterborough. So congratulations to those two guys. Both great guys, great throwers, and I really want to see them in the pro division next year. Both guys deserve to be there. They both have the talent to be there, and I think we should see them there.
All right. So let me ask you a question. So
Yeah.
I live in Boston, right? So I'm just outside of Boston, and St. Patty's Day is supposed to be like one of the biggest events in Boston, right? A lot of people come here from around the world, right? What is St. Patty's Day like up in Canada? It just depends where you are. What goes on? What
It
happens?
depends on where you are. People in I'm not sure if Ontario all knows it. Just down the street from me at the one university, they get really stupid on St. Patrick's Day. They take over a street and just absolutely destroy every house on the street. Most of which are not even close to being Irish. But yeah, it does become it for a lot of people. It's just a drinking holiday, just a day to go and drink.
Do you do the boiled dinner in Canada?
Some do. I'm going to be working tomorrow, so I won't be doing anything special for it. But all my family before, because we are from Newfoundland, so it's the Irish is there. We used to do a dinner. Yeah, and that's from here. Ezra Street is it's a thing where, because of this small little street with these university students and people bus from out of town to come in here, that I have a couple friends that are police officers. Police officers cannot take St. Patrick's Day off because they have like a whole crap load of them just there waiting for people to fall off roofs and windows, and yeah.
Well,
Like,
that's
people will fight like the EMS people from going to help other people who've fallen out of windows.
Well, see, that's a big problem here in Boston because it's such an Irish kind of Catholic town where, they always do the St. Patty's Day parade, and it's so crazy. I mean, any bar you walk into tomorrow, if they don't have green beer, they're not open. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, everybody has a, corned beef and cabbage dish on their menu tomorrow, because if you don't, you're just not going to make any money. And every surrounding town from Boston, it just gets extremely crazy. And Boston people are already kind of halfway off their rocker anyways. So the town turns into a complete shit show.
Yes.
By about noon tomorrow, it will be a shit show in Boston.
Yes, try to look here.
What is Jig's Diner? What is that? Is that a place you can go to, or
dinner? Diner only has one end. That's a dinner.
Listen,
and that's a real Newfoundland thing as well. A Jig's dinner, which is the corn, like it's corned beef with a lot of salt.
Is it corned beef, cabbage, and potatoes, and some carrots?
Yep.
All right. Doug, we're going to take this show on the road.
We do, and I think we were going to in Drummondville, but one of us.
Listen, we left
No.
our recording equipment behind. No, but we got to take
Yeah.
the show on the road and really make it something special. Listen, Derek's even on vacation and still commenting.
Yeah, he's in Florida. So, we'll talk out there. I've heard that we do have a brother combination ready to come on next week. One being in the southeast states, no, southwest states, and the other one being here in Canada.
Wait, two family members that are separated by a continent?
Yes, yeah.
Maybe a
One is away for work, and I think we should be having some fun with them. But yeah, he's just at the pool.
Yes. God
Hey,
bless.
actually, he did post a couple really nice pictures. Well, one really nice one and one kind of of his drink.
The white koozie was kind of eh.
Yeah, I'd say more the red one, but
Listen, the one thing is, hey, the Big Ass Podcast has decided to show up here. What's going on?
I thought they would still be all tired from their thing that they had going on.
They had did they have a regional or something?
Some little. They may have, but they had some little competition going on last week.
Listen, let me help you out. I'm going to say this right now, and Big Ass probably will come in the chat. Sean runs that whole damn thing. Dane doesn't do shit. Dane.
So I'm guessing that was Dane that did the videos then today with the dragon bags.
I think they both kind of help out with all of that, but listen, Sean is Captain Clipboard. He's the one driving everything. Dane is just the beautiful face and the beautiful voice.
Okay.
But kids, put in the chat, what is your next tournament you're going to? And what is your dream tournament? Which dream tournament do you want to go to? Is it Spencer's? Is it Worlds? Is it St. John's? Which one is it? Let us know.
Calgary? Or Airdrie, Alberta.
Listen, Calgary's nice, but Calgary is the gateway to Banff.
I might be heading. I might be heading north to Edmonton for a few days.
Who are you going to hang out with?
I got some family there. So I'm gonna go up and see them. Some of them I haven't seen for many years.
Oh, big ass was finally going to Spencer's. That's cute. After like 7 years of sponsorship, they might be able to afford a trip there.
I'm still waiting to afford a trip there.
I've only been there twice. All right, so Worlds would be an adventure. Listen, honestly, I could say so for two of the biggest tournaments out there is Worlds is a lot of fun, and I know.
But it's for Worlds. I'm gonna say it's a lot of fun, but you need to start training yourself for it because it's a grind.
Well, but I would say though, if Worlds is more if you want to immerse yourself in cornhole and try to be a pro.
Yep.
Now, Spencer's is the complete cornhole experience. So, it's the hanging out, having fun, hanging out with pros, drinking, partying, having a great time in kind of middle California. It's awesome. But the one tournament I do love the most is Bag and Bash, because on Friday night there is a invitation only blind draw that only certain people get to play in. There's a lot of pros and there's a lot of people that like support the community in that area. Love it to death. And then on Saturday, the tournament begins. And the tournament down at Bag and Bash is amazing. It is so much fun where, in at the Carrollton, I don't know if you call it the fairgrounds or whatever it is right now that we're playing at. It's amazing. And then you go into singles on Sunday, I believe it is, but it's awesome. No, TCL events are also great, Big Ass. They're a lot of fun. I mean, there's so many different ones you can go to. There's also you've got the CCL, and it's not what you're thinking, Doug.
No, it's that other guy.
It's that other guy,
It's that other fun guy.
It's that guy Michael Meacham, where you can go down. You can do the Crew Cup World Finals that he does. But then you also have, if you want to come down to, excuse me, if you want to come down to Myrtle Beach, and you can play with, cornhole in your sandbox down there, right on the beach. A lot of fun. There's so many different places in, the U.S. that you can play. And I know you guys are planning a big tournament up there in the.
So there's Cornapalooza coming up in July.
Is that Peterborough?
And it'd be in. I'm gonna make this. It's in between Peterborough and Cannington. So Adam Hubbard and Clayton McMillan are running it. I'm probably not going to be able to attend it. I have something else that's going to be on the go that weekend. Doing some stuff, hoping to do some cornhole stuff, but in a music setting in downtown Toronto. Hoping that. Doing some stuff with Ben and his show. So that weekend, but it is July. See if I have it in my calendar here, or if someone's in the chat that knows when it's going to be. July 12th, 13th, and 14th. Got it.
What is Cornapalooza 2024 is going to be great.
Yes. So it's a whole camping thing. It's on the, I want to say, the Lindsay Fairgrounds. They got some camping there.
So, Big Ass, if there was one event you can come to in Canada, what would it be? There's one for the Northern Lights. You just have to bring your own boards. It's I will send you the longitude and latitude. You just got to bundle up.
Well, I'm thinking Niagara's good because it's always the first one. But if there's one, if you want to have a party one, it's got to be St. John's.
Why you answering for me? I'm trying to get them up to like be on dog sleds and shit.
Okay. but I have to say it has to be St. John's. It's a smaller one right now. I'm gonna say right now it's a smaller one, but because right now it's at the Remax Center, the curling club there. But if we can get it bigger, maybe we can hit the Mary Brown Center.
Well, I think the two bigger ones to go to. I like Niagara. I think Niagara is great, but I would say if there were two to go to, if you could only pick two, I think it'd be Quebec, which just passed.
Yeah,
and then
Drummondville. Yeah,
St.
John's. I would say Drummondville for the competition because the atmosphere around it, because there wasn't a lot to do in Drummondville post tournament at night. St. John's, I've been there without cornhole, with cornhole, and usually the bars close when the last person leaves.
Oh my God, Jeremiah Ellis! He needs to be entertained on this road trip.
Oh yeah, because I think he's on like his second tournament today. I think.
Listen, that's one of my bestest friends in the whole wide world. Me and him hung out on Frontier Street, I think, until like 2 a.m. one day. He was almost the reason the Dogcast broke up.
Well, I had to. You kept having thing. I want to have. Well, what? Sean, you were offered the spot, but you said, I was going to say that. You can still come on, Sean. But yeah, I talked, I was said, I had the name drop. I was like, that guy, the voice said, you have to come on my show. And he was like,
Listen,
not if he said it. So,
we can just bring Jeremiah Ellison because he's one of the sexiest and hottest men in cornhole right now. He is a stone-faced killer right now.
and no relation to Jaden. I got asked that a lot in Drummondville.
Yes, they play together, but not related.
No. But yeah, so the other thing I asked, and people can talk about this in the chat here. Kind of putting, I talked about this with Trey Ryder on the show I did this past week with Trey. A Canadian Super Hole.
Me and you had talked about this off air a couple times.
Yeah. But people in the chat that are watching, who would you want to see? Because there's a few NHL players that have JC cornhole boards that I know of that we could get on. But there's a wide range of people that we can get on. We just need to get TSN on board to broadcast the whole thing. But
I just think, because in the U.S., it's been a lot of football, right?
Yeah.
American football players that they put on there.
I have a feeling that's what it could be this year.
Well,
just reading between the lines.
Well, but I would really like to see some of the hockey players on there. You know what I mean? I'd love to see, especially some of the old time players. You know what I mean? Some of the guys that, maybe like, 90s and, early 2000s kind of coming on and, playing the game. Because here's the thing, when you're in those locker rooms, there's a lot that, a lot of downtime when you get ready for the game. I mean, here's the thing, Pat McCaffrey, all right? Like literally the guy has slide rights on his desk every single day.
Well, and I even posted about that. Everyone's making this thing like, oh, you gotta get Pat McAfee and all this other stuff and things. I was like, do people not remember Jay Corley? When he talked about Jay Corley, it was either Jay Corley or Jay Dotson.
No, I think it was Dotson. I think it was Dotson he was calling out.
It may have been. Yeah. So I'm just because he just kept calling him Cornhole Jay. So Corley kind of jumped in on that. Right? I think Bieber could be throwing in his fur coat, his pink fur coat that he has.
Well, listen, we could put rules in cornhole like they're putting against this, Mike Tyson versus whatever his name is fight, where Mike Tyson can only use one hand and like stand on his left foot when he fights.
Talking about boxing, Lennox Lewis went to high school right here where I'm at, not physically where I'm at, but in the town. Lennox Lewis was from here.
He didn't go to high school in your basement?
No.
Steve Nash and Celine Dion and Corn Dog. All right, Doug. I need 3 other people, 3 celebrities in Canada that's on your Crew Cup team.
Oh, my Crew Cup team. The one guy's name just escapes me right now. He plays for the Islanders, played for the Canucks, got traded to the Islanders. People help me out. Was the captain of the Vancouver Canucks, got traded to the New York Islanders.
And that says he went to Cameron Heights with her.
With her, okay. So she went to school. So she's best friends with him. So she could get him to play cornhole here.
He still won't play with you.
Yeah, I can't think of the guy's name. I would think Steve Nash because I think he could hit a mean airmail.
He had a great 3. So
yep. Steve Nash. Wayne Gretzky, because he's the great one. And then I would say then Lennox Lewis, because if anyone tries to take us out, he's our muscle that we would have.
All right. So who's your partner? Who are you throwing with, and who you putting together?
Nash, because all of my corn dogs, he'll just airmail it. And
so you're relying on Nash to pick you up.
Yeah.
So
Gibson, that's because he's from Peterborough, and that's where you're from. That's the only reason why you're saying that. Well, Gibby probably grew up with him too.
So how do you get how would you guys fare? What do you think? You could be a pretty good Crew Cup team?
I think we'd probably be decent.
Decent.
See, I know Gibby. He's saying yes. It's like got to call him.
Who is
because they would have me, so I bring that way down anyway. But
I mean, for me, I may have to bring in. I'm not sure if I'd go maybe like where I am in Boston. I might go a little more hockey than basketball or baseball. But the one person I would have to bring one baseball player on my team, and he's not from Boston, but he Boston is his hometown. I had to bring Big Poppy. So
I thought you were going to say the spaceman because he's Canadian.
No, I gotta bring in David Ortiz because he's just gonna start talking shit the whole time. And it doesn't matter what you're throwing, he's just gonna be like out of his mind.
Yeah, see what Derek's saying there, I think Newfoundland could have their own team already because you got Dan Cleary, you got Brad Gushu, who's a curler, champion curler. If anyone's seen the video I put out today, that was Brad Gushu's team, the first one, not the other one that was them talking.
Wait a minute, is that George St. Pierre? Is he the UFC guy?
He's the UFC guy, yep.
Oh, listen, I don't want to throw a 4-bagger on him because he'll kill me.
Well, what you have him go up against the guy that was down in Rock Hill last year? That was Jeremy Shemmerhorn's partner. Was it the Cowboy? No. Thompson.
Listen, I listen. Anybody in UFC, I do not want to throw a bag against. I already talked crap against Chuck Liddell over there, and I almost died. So I just I can't do it again. Canada doesn't stand a chance against Newfoundland. What is that? Is Newfoundland throwing down against the rest of the country?
The Wonder Boy, that's it, not the Cowboy, it's Wonder Boy. You know what? I think because they're related, I'm thinking I think they're related, I'm not sure. There's got to be some relation there between Newhook, that plays for the Montreal Canadiens, Alex, and Valerie Newhook, you know her as Valerie Mayo, ACL Canada Pro. I think they could form a team in Super Hole, I think.
I'd like to see some Canadian teams. I'd like to see some Canadian celebrities come on and battle again, Super Hole or Super World.
Well, I already know that a few of the Hamilton Tiger Cats come and play league night in Dundas during the CFL season.
Who, the Thundercats? Wasn't that a TV show?
Cats, the Tiger Cats.
Oh, the Tiger Cats. I think you said Thundercats.
They're more like Tabby Cats.
Yeah. I'm like, that's cute. I watched that as a kid. I'm like, I said meow.
Right? And I think there's a lot of celebrities. I can get Chad Kroger from Nickelback.
Who?
Yeah. I went there.
That's a bad band.
Okay. Everybody knows him.
Who?
Yep.
Listen, it's all good. Listen, here's the thing. I think I'd like that we're bringing like the cornhole's bringing a lot of celebrities in, like from the tickety-tocketies and the social media side and sports players, but I think until they get, especially some of the wrestlers and some of the
Yeah.
other, like rock people, right? Like,
Yeah.
I would love to see if Bret Michaels can throw a bag. I'd like to see if Gene Simmons, he's kind of an asshole, but
Yeah.
if he could throw a bag, right?
Well, and that's the thing, and that's what I've kind of went and trying to do, like with Ben with his show. When his friends do come in to start coming into Toronto, when concerts really start, kind of some more tours come in, that try and get them in, try to get, just throw it down and back, kind of thing, right? Give them a set of mini boards.
Just get them to play. You know what I mean? Just get more people into the game, because I think to get the game more mainstream, we need sort of some more celebrity cred, right? Right now, we've only got a few people in there that are helping out.
Well, and I think because we had Super Bowl on TSN here last year, and I think that did a pretty good ratings, but because it was on the Ocho day, but we've got to get TSN away from just having cornhole on during the Ocho stuff.
Well, Andrew
Right.
Spencer, if Bret Hart came on, I'm going to play against him, and it's going to be the second Canadian screw job ever. Oh, too soon? Too soon? Sorry, too soon. Sorry, Canadian people. Too soon.
But no, but I think that's what we need, and just some more name stuff, because it's still, and I kind of even joked with Trey about it when I had him on. Like, that was my last thing I asked him, because there's so many people I know that have no idea about cornhole. They're like, oh, you got to change the name of cornhole. We're not going to be changing the name of cornhole. Like, it's just
so
asinine to even ask that question.
I played a tournament today, and one of the team names was Bago. And if you know what, like, Bago was, cornhole, whatever, it's different size boards. I'm just like, they're like, yeah, we play Bago. I'm like, yeah, that's cute. Like, nobody cares. Like,
Yeah.
Bago is crap. It's on plastic boards. Like, my friggin' foldable table behind me is better than your Bago boards.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Listen, I'm coming up. I'm coming up. I'm coming to Canada. I'm gonna put people through tables. And
no, I don't think. I think the loss is I can't talk about that. But yeah, that could happen in St. John's. Possibly did before. We just can't talk about it.
Oh, Ty Domi in Windsor.
It's not that tall. So I'm not sure I'd be able to make it.
So, if you were to think about it, who would be, everybody in the chat, who would be the top five Canadian hockey players you'd want to see to play cornhole? I already have two.
I think there's a lot.
I have two already.
Well, see, then it has because for them it has to be a summer thing.
Yeah, but my two players are retired.
But one's back coaching, isn't he?
One's coaching.
Yeah.
And the other one is the greatest goalie ever made.
Well, he's coaching.
Yeah, he's no, I'm talking about Mike McPhee too. Mike McPhee is still coaching too. All right, so we got Yazerman.
Who?
Wendell Clark, Patrick Roy. Yes, Patrick Roy.
What was the first name you said?
What? Mike McPhee.
No, that first one.
Wendell Clark?
No, before that.
Yazerman.
Iserman.
It's Yazerman. It's a Y. Come on. Don't give me the Iserman crap. Bullshit. Don Cherry. Oh my God. Don Cherry. Would he have to change suits between games?
Sorry, no. No.
What?
No. I'm just a no on that one.
Why not?
Because I'm just a no.
Why no?
Just not a fan.
You're not a fan of Don Cherry?
No.
Really?
Sorry, I know I'm wrong.
I didn't say you were wrong. Listen, Doug, you have
Yeah,
your
but everyone in the chat's gonna say that. But Leafs, how'd they lose? They were winning tonight. How'd the Leafs lose?
the other team put more in the net.
Yeah. But when I was watching them, they were winning. But
listen.
Actually, yeah, I like Brett Hall would be one. Because I've got some friends who have some stories with him, and I think he would be absolutely fantastic.
I would love to see him beat the bag out of somebody. Like pull that cornhole jersey over their head. Oh, the man, the myth, the legend is here.
The boss is here.
The boss is here. But I would love to see Brett Hull play a cornhole tournament and just like rip someone's shirt over their head and just start throwing haymakers.
But yeah, but he wasn't a fighter though.
Yeah, but in cornhole he can be.
See, Jesse's already gone. So I'm Canadian. Daryl Stiller from just down the road from me.
Doug, who if there was one Canadian celebrity,
yes,
that you would want to have as your partner, who would it be?
Wow. I'm trying to think here now. That's it. Because there's probably more than one that I would.
You can only pick one.
Do you know what? I'm gonna probably show my roots on this one, but I'm gonna say Alan Doyle.
Who is Alan?
You're thinking, who the hell is Alan Doyle?
Yeah, who the hell is Alan Doyle?
Now has a single career. He did a lot of concerts in Boston. He's a singer. Was with the band Great Big Sea. Now out alone. But I think it would be him. Just because he's a fun guy, he likes to have fun. I think like he's not afraid to make fun of himself. You're looking it up, aren't you?
I still don't even know who he is.
Bobby Orr, yes, if it's Ryan Reynolds. I think Ryan we need that. Annette is there. Ryan Derek is there. Ryan Reynolds has to be in on it.
Wait, Brandon Greba says Ric Flair.
Apparently, he's now Canadian.
Bobby Orr was not Canadian, was he?
Yeah, Bobby Orr. What do you mean Bobby Orr wasn't? Yes, he was Canadian.
He's from
Perry Sound.
He's from Boston.
Actually, yeah, Jesse's right. Michael Bublé would be good. Would be another good one. So ACL, we know you watch this. We're giving you a list of names.
Can Michael Bublé throw a bag?
I think he could.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to touch the bags. He wouldn't be able to do anything because he's
if Bobby Orr is really Canadian, he would be my partner.
No, Jason Priestley. Jim Carrey is Brendan Greba's got Jim Carrey.
Greba.
Who Ben, my cousin Ben, the former band that he was in, he was Jim Carrey's gardener, the lead singer of that band was Jim Carrey's gardener.
Listen, me and Jim Carrey could partner up because we look alike.
Yeah.
Cam Neely.
Cam Neely.
He's Canadian?
Like, there's so many people. So many.
Blake Lively. Ooh, wait. I know.
She's not Canadian.
She's not Canadian. He's Canadian. She's not. She is not, right? She's American.
Yep.
He's Canadian.
Yes.
So the kids now have dual citizenship.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
And
Yes.
that we can't say that.
So Jason Priestley, like, listen, I watch 90210 all the time. Like, I'd play with him.
Cornhole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doug, you're an asshole.
See, and Captain Clipboard said we're not funny.
Listen,
You look up Canadians, aren't you?
I am right now. So
People that are
I didn't know.
Drake could be a name.
I didn't know Sandra Oh was Canadian.
Yes.
Drake. Oh, I can't deal with the music.
Will Arnett.
Wait a minute. Keanu Reeves?
He was a goalie, for freak's sakes.
What?
How could you not know that?
I just know he makes great motorcycles. That's all I know about him.
He's Canadian.
Ooh, wait a minute. Dwayne Johnson was born in Canada.
Played for the Calgary Stampeders in the CFL.
All right, hold on. Yeah, Drake. I'm still scrolling here. Hold on, please.
Eugene Levy.
Ryan Gosling?
Yeah. See, you learn. This is a place where you come to learn.
Oh, wait a minute. Pamela Anderson.
You knew that, right?
No, I didn't know that.
She was discovered at a BC Lions game.
The Weeknd?
Yeah.
Seth Rogen?
Yep.
Wow.
Keep them coming.
Wait, hold on. I'm still scrolling. Please hold. Michael Cera?
Yeah.
Avril Lavigne. I used to just be a skater boy. I'm sorry.
From just down by Ben.
Kiefer Sutherland?
Steve. Mr. Gibson, don't you? I'm gonna crack Mr. Gibson on something. Mr. Dress Up was not Canadian, American. He was, and I would know that because his name, Ernie Coombs, distant relative on the American side. It was my claim to fame growing up.
Well, Greba, Dwayne Johnson technically was not born in Canada, but his dad was born in Nova Scotia, so it kind of connects him to Canada.
Yep, Rocky Maivia, Rocky Johnson.
Listen, we're like, we should be like a science show right now. We're like helping people out.
Oh, Mr. George, you're pushing it.
Rachel McAdams.
Like you're just learning all sorts of stuff here tonight. So we're done at hour 3.
Michael J. Fox.
Come on.
Shania Twain. Yeah, whatever. All right, my last person, Alanis Morissette.
Yep.
Love her to death.
She was on You Can't Do That on Television here. Got slimed all the time.
Listen, she was oh wait a minute. My other favorite person in the whole wide world, Matthew Perry.
He's not going to play.
What? He can't play,
not.
but he's still Canadian.
So
Will Arnett?
Yeah. So with that, as Donnie is learning, we've got an hour 4 here now. Gibby, you're just throwing out names now. Like, come on. With that, be good to each other, people.
All right, friends.
Have fun.
Listen, if you want to play in the best boards of the whole wide world in the U.S., go to www.titancornholeboards.com.
And if you're in Canada, go to jccornhole.com.
Because
that's right down below.
Cornhole is universal. And being nice to each other is just a ticket of admission.
Then my other one, sierrahome.com. I'll be doing some stuff with Darren when I go west to Calgary. Because I'll be going up to Edmonton where he's from in Sherwood Park. Then, actually, yeah, Graham, Terry, Ryan would throw bags. And then we'll be drinking some Harris Beach Spirits. So, again, have fun. Be good
All
to each other. Don't do drama. And buy
Bye.
Dragon Bears.
Matty King, John Clark. Stay tuned.